Whether money is represented by a seashell, a metal coin, a piece of paper, or electronically mined by a computer, money doesn't always have value. It all depends on the importance that people place on it as a unit of measurement, medium of exchange, and a storehouse for wealth. The basic fact about money is that it allows us to meet our basic needs, such as buying food and shelter, paying for healthcare, and meeting all other vital needs. But how exactly did money first start? That's what we'll be talking about today. But before we begin, make sure you like this video and press the subscribe icon. Let's go! As earlier stated, money doesn't have an intrinsic value. It is rather an object with a value placed on it, allowing for the trade of goods and services. Some money has actual value in terms of materials used, such as metal coins. However, the prevalent type in our modern world is paper money, and throughout the evolution of money, the currency has taken several different forms. Before money was invented, people used to trade for goods and services. Not until around 5,000 years ago that the Mesopotamian people created the shekel. This shekel is considered the first known form of currency. Regarding gold and silver coins, they were dated back to around 650 to 600 BC. In this era, stamped coins were used to pay armies. At the time when there was no currency, individuals would trade goods and services for what they needed. Did you know that the first official currency was minted? During this era, the 6th century BCE Greek poet Xenophanes ascribed the invention of metal coinage to the Lydians. In 600 BCE, Lydia's king Alyattes minted what is believed to be the first official currency, the Lydian starter. How were these coins made? Okay, they were made from electrum, which is a mixture of silver and gold that occurs naturally. These coins were stamped with pictures that acted as denominations. In approximately 600 BCE, a clay jar in the streets of Sardis might cost you a snake and 2 owls. The currency of Lydia made the country increase its internal and external trading systems, as such, making it one of the richest empires in Asia Minor. If you ever heard the expression, as rich as Croesus, they are referring to the last Lydian king who minted the first gold coin. The transition from coins to paper currency. During 1260 CE, China's Yuan dynasty decided to move from coins to paper money. When Marco Polo, the Venetian merchant who traveled through Asia along the Silk Road between 1271 and 1295 CE, visited China in about 1271 CE, the Emperor of China had a great handle on the money supply and its various denominations. Some parts of Europe still used metal coins as their main form of currency until the 16th century. However, colonial acquisitions of new territories through European conquest provided new sources of precious metals, which made European nations keep minting a greater quantity of coins. Eventually, banks began using paper banknotes for depositors and borrowers to take around as a replacement for metal coins. One could take these notes to the bank at any time and exchange them for their face value in metal, which was usually gold or silver coins. One could use this paper money to purchase goods and services. So, it acted much like currency does today in the modern world. The only difference between then and now is that it was not issued by the government but by banks and private institutions. In this era, the government is now responsible for issuing currencies in most countries. The first paper currency issued by European governments. This paper was actually issued by their colonial governments in North America. During this period, shipments between Europe and the North American colonies did take a long time, which made colonies often run out of cash. So, instead of returning to a barter system, what the colonial government did was issue IOUs that traded as currency. Now that we all know that the government always controlled these monies. Indeed, if a nation's economy were to be a human's body, you can expect that the heart to be the central bank. So, just as the heart serves as a means of pumping life-giving blood throughout the body, the central bank also pumps money into the economy to keep it healthy and growing. There are different methods that central banks use to control the quantity of money. All these methods also depend on the economic situation and power of the central bank. For example, in the United States, the central bank is the Federal Reserve. Other prominent central banks include the European Central Bank, Bank of England, Swiss National Bank, People's Bank of China, Bank of Japan, and much more. Even with the governments running, the truth is that we all care about money, and the only difference is that we do it on various levels and for different reasons. And that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, ensure you subscribe to this channel and give this video a like. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.